Hello everyone, it's Robin, the Artsy Bohemian, coming to you from my studio in Los Angeles, California. So today is the day that I am going to announce the giveaway and everything that you will get with the giveaway. So I'm going to show you the journal that I finished. I think you're going to love it. I really had a great time making it. I'm going to show you every single page and all the little goodies that are inside of it. So if you don't have time to watch, then just try to click the little button that says watch later. Because I want to make sure that you see everything. I really put a lot of time. In fact, I've been working on it non-stop since last Tuesday, and I really love making journals. They just take me forever. I don't know if they take you guys forever too, but I just really start fiddling over all the details and you know. So anyway, I'm going to show you that, but first I'm going to tell you how to be a part of this giveaway. Today is Tuesday, September 8th, and I will make the announcement next Tuesday, which is the 14th, I believe, of September, announcing who the winner is. And I am going to do allow domestic and some international because I want to include as many people as possible, but I just wanted to let you know that shipping will be free, obviously, for domestic. Anything that is I should clarify the international. I can only do Canada, Europe, and Australia, because it seems that because of the coronavirus, lots of other places are not shipping, with United States. So the US, Canada, Europe, and Australia can be included in this giveaway. And I am willing to pay shipping for if somebody wins the giveaway. If somebody international wins the giveaway, I'm willing to pay shipping up to $20. Anything over that, I would just ask that you pay the difference. So okay, so let's go ahead and start. So what you need to do is you need to be a subscriber to my YouTube channel, and you need to leave a comment down below for this video on this day, again September 8th, Tuesday, 2020. You must leave a comment down below and just say whatever you want to say, whatever, if you like the journal, how, what you like about it. And if you want to be entered twice, then you need to also subscribe to my newsletter on my online school. And just let me know that you did that so I can double check. I'm only going to use the names that are listed down below, just because it'd be too difficult for me to look on Instagram and Pinterest and Facebook and find who, people who have subscribed and left a comment. So just only those who leave a comment on my YouTube channel will be involved in the giveaway. And if I think of anything else, I'll let you know. So I'm going to go ahead and start. So this is the journal that you get. This is handmade by me. It's a patchwork of fabrics. Some of them are vintage. The binding on here has been it's like a snippet roll that I've tea dyed, and then I beaded, and the back is just the same as the front, the same fabric in the front. And so there's all kinds of goodies and pockets and tucks and everything in here. This is the exact same formula that I use in my online class to teach bohemian style junk journals. So if you're interested in taking my class after you see this particular style, you might want to check out the class down below and see if it's something that you'd like to do. Because if it wasn't for the fact that I had this formula that I follow, it would take me 3 times as long to make the journal. Now, because now I have something to look at to always follow. Okay, so here is this little half page, the beginning. There's lots of handmade paper clips that hold things in place. This is an original vintage, actually it's an antique little calendar, and it looks like it was for an advertisement by Pizzo's Cure for Consumption, and it's from 1893. So this is real. This is not a copy. This is a copy. This is Tim Holtz. And then these just slide into this little pocket with this snippet of vintage doilies and some laces. And then this is another little booklet. I just made it so that you can finish it or not. You can put little goodies in here. These are just these are newer pieces. They're not old. Lace, a tuck spot that I collaged and added on top of some vintage graph paper, and that's been coffee dyed. A lot of the papers I use in this I've coffee dyed. And these are newer pieces. These are just, they can be journaling cards. You can add them to another journal of yours if you want. Kind of that, my thought is that this would be a place for you to put your fun ephemera, or you can use the ephemera that comes out and use it in another journal. Here's a little tag. I also put journal jewelry on a lot of the journal here that I'll show you. If it's easy to take off if it drives you nuts, but I love the way it kind of jangles. So if you don't like all the little bits and pieces that I put on here, you can take them off, or you can just say I don't like those, just take them off. If you're the winner, I'll take them off. This is an old watchmaker's file. It's an original and has really some of the tiny little pieces that they would use for their watches inside of this. So yeah, there's more. This is some vintage lace on here and another collage. There are actual parts to write in. It's kind of a mix of a writing journal and an ephemera journal. For me, the journals are about the process. I love making them. So I love coming up with new ideas, and that's kind of how I journal. But at the same time, I do like having all these little pockets and stuff to add bits and pieces to. So here's another collage. I'm trying to take the glue. I have a bunch of glue on my fingers, even though I've washed my hands several times. A doily, a coffee dyed doily, and I did do some rubber stamping on here on a lot of the pages. In fact, most all of the pages have a light rubber stamp on them so they don't look too blank. And most of the rubber stamps I've used for this journal are from red lead, which I've talked about several times in my other tutorials. And if it's not, I'll let you know. Some of them are just old, you can't get them anymore, but I'll leave a link for red lead paperworks down below if you're interested in rubber stamping. I did a lot of snippet roll tabs on here, and this is a collage of a napkin and a pocket. And then this, I made a little booklet for these original vintage receipts, so those are for you to play with in a journal if you want. Lace and some more journal jewelry. This is a it's a hard cardboard piece that I made so that you can, if you did want to write in parts of this, and because it's kind of lumpy, you could put it underneath the page and then use it to write on. So I guess it would be a journal writer. And one of those big paper clips. This is fun. This is something I show in the online class, and it's a flip out. It goes like this and this. And the one I show in the class is actually more complicated, a little bit more involved. But yeah, this has some rubber stamping on coffee dyed paper, and then this comes off here. A tag with the collaged fabric on it, and a popcorn bag that I coffee dyed. If you don't like coffee dyed, I have another one that's going to be in another kit that I'm giving for this that's not coffee dyed. And then a tag that you can use in a journal if you want. These are, I believe, are reproductions. I've had them forever. I don't even know where they're from. They're not Tim Holtz. This is pre-Tim Holtz. So that gets clipped on with this nifty little paper clip, which is like a square. And then this opens up. These are all original. These are old. This is an old photograph of this cute little girl. This is a receipt from 1905 for a real estate conveyancing law office with handwriting on it. And I might add some more stuff in here too. And this is an old cabinet card. It's an original. It's not Tim Holtz. It has writing on it, and it's really old. I'm not sure what it says on the back, but it's pretty cool card. And this gets flipped over here. And then this is also really cool. This is part of this here. It's an envelope that is made into this flip out. More hand stamping on here. It's been collaged, and then there's a tuck here with some, this is really old, from an old recipe book. So there's a little journaling card that I stamped and put in there. There's a little time card, scrappy little journal that I've also distressed, and another piece of journal jewelry, and parchment paper. Parchment paper isn't really good to draw on unless you use like India ink, but you could put your swatches of washi tape on here and they come right off. And this is just a little hand stamped. Again, these are from Red Lead little notepad that I made in a collage up here. So that goes right in here. This is an old glassine bag. It's a real one. And some little cards to use in your next journal. More rubber stamping on the coffee dye paper. And I covered this with some old lace that you're going to get in the kit that I'm going to be giving you. It's really old. It tears really easy, and I love using it for my journal making. I don't like using, you know, really beautiful old lace if it's still in pristine condition, but this is pretty stained, and it's so brittle that it's just perfect for this type of journaling and decorating. And here's one of my little collaged envelopes. This was a tutorial I showed on how to make these little envelopes. They're super cute addition to your scrapbooking I mean your journals, and you can put, you know, your little doodads in here. So these are just loose for you to use if you want. I made these with the Tim Holtz die. It's like a Dresden die that he has, and I used some metallic cardstock for it. I hand stamped a little garden note tag, and this is fun. This is the center of the journal, and this opens up, and I made a little envelope that has some tags in it. And this is an old library card. This isn't old, this is from my porch prints. That goes in there. You can use those for another journal if you want, or write on them. So that slips in here. And then this opens. This is the center of the journal, and that's where I bound the whole journal together. This is a postcard I've had for a long time. I just liked I just thought it looked kind of ethereal. So that's for you, whoever wins. I did a collage on here with some old paper and new papers. More collage on here, and this is kind of fun. This opens out like this. So this, you can tuck things inside of there. You can tuck them in there. Another collage. And this is a side tuck. And I made another little notebook. I hand stamped the little birdie on there, and it has like a metallic sheen on it. And you can write in there. Fits right in there. And then this is kind of fun. This flips over like this. This is the other part of the glassine bag, and there's little goodies in there for you to write on or use in your next journal. This is a copy of one of my original postcards. It's from France, and I copied it, and then I made it look old, and also made it look like an old postcard. And I did a little collage with I just cut out some velvet and into a heart shape, and then stuck it in this. Here's another paper clip that I made with some rusted paper clip that you're going to also get in the kit that I'm giving you if you win. This is from an old Joni Mitchell song book, and I just thought it looked really nice there. And this flips out like this. Some more journal jewelry with a cute mother of pearl charm on here. Rubber stamped this page. You can, like I said, there are places that you can write. So all of these places, even though they're rubber stamped, it's very light and you can still write on it. I think it'd look cool with some India ink if you have a India ink pen. This flips out here, and some cards that I cut out from some old scrapbook paper that I had. And some old lace, another snippet tab that I made with a charm, a little elephant. And this is the funnest thing. This took me forever to make. These take a long time. Not the actual accordion, but all of the little tags. I hand stamp all of them and collage each one and then color them. So these are just kind of fun. If you read books, it'd be a good bookmark. I did lots of collage on here. And did sew some of these pieces on. These are copies of a vintage Parisian receipt, two different kinds that I had. So I copied them and then I collaged them onto these tags. So I love this. This is one of my favorite things to do, even though it does take time, because I just love how magical it is. You just open it and it fits right in. That's another thing I show in in my class. And I like how this turned out too. This is a little collage. This is from those old receipts, just part of it because it's perforated and I just tore it off. And then I did a little collage with some old stamps here, and I made a little card in here for you that I've also, it's a copy, and then I make it just look old, like a sepia tone. Opens like that. And this is a crocheted flower, more journal jewelry. And this just opens where you can write in that if you want to. A snippet here that I did, snippet roll. And more writing space. And this is where that journaling card would come in handy, that stiff piece of cardboard that I have that I made for this. You can put this under here and move this to the side and write if you want to. Just so you have a surface, a hard surface to write on. This is a little journal I kind of started. I was making a skinny journal and I made this one too. And so this is for you to play with if you want to just kind of finish it up or just leave it the way it is. I did a collage with a really old quilt and some bark cloth and some pattern paper. I just thought I would add that in there. And a little tag here, a piece of ribbon, ribbon. More tabs made from lace. Here's another fun paper clip I made. And then this is old, this is original from 1929 from Providence, Rhode Island. I just love old envelopes. They're fun to use to collage on and use in your journals. This is the end here. This is the end part. And this is another paper clip I made and an old glassine envelope with some new, I think that might be, no, that's from all those old labels that I have that are reproductions. That's in there. And then the backing here. So this is a collage I did on some a TP roll. And there you go. The edging of the journal is also old crochet. So I think you'll really like this. I really love it. It's really hard for me to let go of my journals, but I made it knowing that I was going to be giving it away. So I hope you enjoy that. And then the other parts of this that I'm giving away also with the journal is a kit. So you'll get this old mother of pearl buckle. You can use that. I use these a lot in my jewelry and also for journals to close them. So that's the real deal. That's an old mother of pearl buckle. And then some fun textiles. Some are old, some are not that old. They're all old, but some of them are older than others. I love this because I like using it to edge my journals because it's really lightweight and it's real soft. It's not that old, but it's not that new either. So, and then some cute little tiny, I love the little tiny trim that you can use, and I just pinned it with a pretty little heart pin. This is a Tim Holtz card. And then these are beautiful handmade crocheted. I don't think this one might be tatted. Looks like they might have been made as an ornament, but these would be fun to do on your collages for your journals. Here's that lampshade pull that everybody was telling me, so you can get one of those. Everything's been laundered. Another beautiful crocheted piece. Here's some of that cool old lace I was telling you about. So I cut a piece off of another piece that I have, and you get that. And then I found a source for that really fine cheesecloth, and I coffee dyed it. If you don't like the smell of coffee dye, I have some other, you know, the uncoffee dyed swatch that I could give you, so just let me know if you win. I do put like an almond and vanilla mix in my coffee dye, so and it eventually goes away anyway, so that you'll get a nice little piece of that's been coffee dyed, and and then some really old doilies. I have a couple of them here. This beautiful fine doily, all crocheted. This one I believe was called a pineapple stitch. And then this is a bigger one. Looks like it has a stain on it, but they're all laundered. There's only so much you can do to get the stains out. Just think it adds to the character. Here's another other old popcorn bag, and so that's part of that. And then I have this other kit that I made for you. These are so fun to make, so cute. I meant to put something in there. Maybe I'll put this in there. So this is just a flip out with little goodies that are loose that you can use in your journal. So if you want me to show you how to make this, let me know. I know that I had asked in the last video, and some of you did say that you wanted me to show you. So it's I actually used, the base is a piece of junk mail. I'm gonna bring this out a little bit more. So this, let's see, okay, here's a handmade paper clip that holds everything together with some old textiles. And then this is one of my original postcards that I've copied, and it's from Quebec. It's in French. I added an old post stamp on there. This is an original bingo card, a coffee dyed manila glassine envelope, and then just a little birdie that I tied on there, and then another little Tim Holtz thing, and a little piece that you can use to sew or glue onto a journal page if you want. And this has been dry brushed with some white gesso on the back here, and some of it has been rubber stamped. So this goes like this, and over like that. And this is also that old lace that you're gonna get in your kit too, that I had covered the whole thing with. All of this, well, most all of this is really old on here. Old tatting, some really old lace here. This was from an old dress probably. This isn't old, this is coffee dyed. And then this flips out like this, and I did a rub on here onto some vintage music paper. I rubber stamped an image on this coffee dyed tag, and I made another paper clip. And this is really old. This is from the 30s, I believe. It's from an old wallpaper book. I just love the image of the two little girls. I think it's so cute. It says, "Snow and Ice Show in Mrs. Dale's sewing room, 5 p.m. Come in and get cool." And another little card that I made from a little cute image of this girl. And then some vintage doily and a little collage here. And all of these, most of these come out too, so you can take these out. These are Tim Holtz, of course. She comes out. And I did some lace down here and some more layering. I have to figure out how I did that. the last part of it, also this flips out like this. And these things, this is a paper clip I made. And this is a Tim Holtz butterfly. This doesn't come off. This was from my friend Sandra. I just like the way it looked like this, but you can take those out. And then this is another paper clip that I made. All of these you can use in your own work. Tim Holtz flowers. This, I'm not sure where I got that. Did a little collage tag. And this is probably from some scrapbook paper. And then underneath, I in this old glassine bag, I gave you some patinaed paper clips so that you can make some fun vintage, kind of grungy little paper clips for yourself. So all of this goes here. Did it the wrong way. And yeah, it goes like that. And this. And then last but not least, I made, if you've been following me, about 2 weeks ago, I made a really cute, oops, I just dropped something, needle keep. And I did a tutorial on it. And then I made some more, but I didn't do the measurements right, so they're small. But they're still cute, so you get to pick which one you want. This is a beautiful velvet. It's a cotton velvet. So I have a magenta, a chartreuse, or this really cute ticking that I just got on Amazon. It's like a aqua, like a muted aqua. It's really cool. I really like it. So you get to pick which one you want of those. So you get one of these. You get this cute kit. You get the journal, of course. And you get all these beautiful, yummy textiles. So this is my way of saying thank you for getting me to the 10,000 mark. I've only really been consistently doing YouTube videos on a weekly basis for about a year. And at the time, I think I had around 3,000 subscribers. And it's just grown. It's grown slowly, of course, but this is just my way of saying thank you for just coming and hanging out with me every Tuesday. And you know, if there's anything that you want me to show you, just let me know. I know some of you have given me some ideas, so I think about them, and if they resonate with me at the time, then I'll do it. If not, it might be something I do in 6 months. So I listened to all your comments. I thank you so much. I wasn't able to respond to everybody's comments last week because literally I've been in my studio 24/7 just working on this journal and all the stuff that goes with it. So yeah, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to subscribe to my newsletter, you get 2 chances to win this yummy bundle. And I will make the announcement next Tuesday, September 14th. I believe it's September 14th, whatever next Tuesday is. And I know I probably have to say something else, but that's it, I think. I'll see you next Tuesday.